Welcome, race fans. MaxspeedTV's Bobby with all the freaking hobbies coming at you right here on a Friday night. The Lucky Dogs back at Alabama. Last week's winner, the 777 to Michael Pegg. He's going to be able to double down. Well, I got about 20 some other guys that says no. We're going to find out. Two fast repairs, that's all they're going to get. Now, pit stops, very important. Let's keep an eye on it. Let's see how they execute those things tonight, huh? Anyway, you guys stick around. We'll get to the national anthem, get it over with. You guys, grab yourself something to eat or drink. Come back and spend about an hour and a half with me. And the Lucky Dog Boys will have us a little fun. Don't you guys go anywhere. It's Friday, baby. It's race day, Lucky Dog style.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran the bomb busting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, you're the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to invade the name of the brave. We are the U.S. of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free, and the home
This is...
We got big time problems with that motor, buddy. Hey, just between you and me, the idea is to avoid the other cars. Congratulations! You just set the sport back 30 years with that move. That move will put you in the Hall of Shame. You keep doing stuff like that and we're gonna lose our sponsor. Looks like that's it for us today. Now I know why you got canned by your old team. It's over. We can't fix that damage.
Yeah, we're back, everybody. MaxspeedTV right here. Lucky Dog, the Super Speedway Series coming at you on a hopping Friday night. This is race number 2. Michael Pegg pretty much dominated the first one. Kind of curious to see if they're going to be able to do that now or not. Cameras. You got 2 of them out here for you. Well, here we go. The first one, Thomas Holder, the 00 machine. We'll be keeping an eye on him. And, of course, our other fan favorite here, Mr. Paul Witt and the 429 machine. So we'll be watching these guys throughout the whole broadcast. If there happens to get a caution, we'll talk with them maybe. Made him dress up all pretty for the occasion, huh? Welcome everybody out there in YouTube land. You got a favorite driver you'd like for me to say hello to? Unhook the plow, accelerators on the right. Whatever you want me to say, I'll say it. Why? Because I don't live by any of them. I'm the people's broadcaster. That's how I like to be known. Anyway, 2 fast repairs. That's all they're going to get. And if they go by the recent races that they've had, they don't even need a fast repair. These guys, I'm telling you, if you see 1 caution, 2 would be an absolute out-of-this-world miracle. Normally, you see 1 or no cautions with these guys. I mean, they are that talented, and they have that much respect for each other. It's not a mayhem with 10 laps to go where there's a half a dozen cautions. Not with these guys. All right, when we get back from the commercial, we're going to get right into the grid. Get this puppy fired up. You're watching MaxspeedTV. Friday night, baby. It's racing time. Welcome back, everybody. Here we go. As they get to the grid, we'll go through the starting lineup tonight. It's a hot one in Talladega, and it is going to be hot on the track as well. 3-4 wide racing from these guys. Guaranteed it. Your polecat tonight, the winner of last week's race, the number 78. I'm sorry, I'll take that back. I lied. Let me go back and redo that. Got all excited. See, I'm ready to race here, man. The 78, Gary Slapinski, the coolest last name I think ever. He's going to be your polecat. Right beside him, the 777 man who won last week. He dominated it last week here. Let's see if he can pull it off and do double duty. End up winning 2 in a row, huh? And that will be the one and only Mr. Michael Pegg. Row number 2, the 57, Brian Pierce, and the 13 beside him, the gas man we call him. Row number 3, the 28, Larry Boyle, along beside him, the 00 of Thomas Holder. Roll number 4 coming in, 429, Mr. Paul Whitman, right there he is. Take a good look at him. We'll be monitoring him throughout this race. Along beside him, BK Anderson. Watch out for this kid. He has been on a roll in other leagues. He's looking to come out here and let him know what he's made of. Row number 5 to 03, Sean Roy, and the 54 of Robert Morrison. Row number 6 to 71. We call him Dirty Don Davis. And the 89, Rudolph Gumbo. Row 7 to 44, Jacob Edson. And the number 6, the MaxspeedTV driver, Mr. Cody Nagels. Row number 8 to 20, Dave Acacia. And the 43th, Sandy Curtis. Row number 9 to 52, Gary Whitmer, and the 19 of Ben Gear. Row 10 to 8, Pop Fitzgerald. 224 of Kevin Nielsen beside him. Row 11 to 91, Joel Guy, and the number 2 of Chris Hogue. And that is going to do it, boys. Two fast repairs, it's all they're going to get. Yeah, they don't even need them. Music gone. Engines up. Welcome everybody out there on YouTube. Have us a little fun tonight. Chat away. Whatever you want me to say it, I'll say it. It's the way it works. 10 people watching, 3 likes. Hit that like button. If you get a blister, we'll send you a MaxspeedTV Band-Aid. What do you think of that, huh? Got them by the thousands. So don't be afraid to hit the like button for these guys. The 78 machine down in the bottom. I call it the rocking chair where you're supposed to be as safe as in your mama's arms. That's where everybody wants to go. Everybody wants to be this guy right here. Right in the front leading, getting that fresh air. Flagman's gonna get ready. If he likes what he sees, we're going to start it off tonight. This is race number 2 for the Super Speedway Series. 22 cats are going to be battling it out tonight to see who's going to go home with the bragging rights and celebrate on a Friday night for the weekend. As they get ready, take your last drink of your water. It's race time. Let's do this, Lucky Dog style. to the line. Who's going to lead the first lap? It's going to be the one other, the 777. And that will be the Michael Pegg machine. Up at the top, the 13, they call him the gas man. He has got the 00 in tow, and that will be Thomas Older. And we happen to have him right here. Calm, cool, and collected, as you can see him right there. He's the guy that will be pushing this 13 for now. Thinking about 3 wide already? Sure, why not? And the guy that's going to start it all will be BK Anderson, and it does not surprise me one single bit. Him and Cody Nagels both are going to get in together, and they will work very well together because they're both MaxspeedTV teammates. And I'm going to have to fine Mr. BK $100 for not getting my paint scheme on there in time tonight. You can do that when you're the owner, you know what I mean? Peg down in the bottom in the rocking chair, loving every minute of it. Running up top. You can see him right here, riding on the roof with him. All that clean air. And who's getting the big push? BK Anderson. Up on that top side, you can see him in the 16 machine. All these guys now are really starting to get her done. Riding on top with Thomas Holder. As they come to the line. Throw a blanket over the first 12 cars. Making that outside line work. The 429, Mr. Paul Witt right there joining these guys. I mean, he has just pushed the tar out of Nagels and Anderson, dropped him down into the middle lane, but he also screwed himself at the same time because now he's out there hung out to dry, nobody to play with him. You can see the smile on his face. It's like, well, that backfired. And he is going to go backwards. Peg still down in the bottom, already playing lap hog guy already. 5 laps in, he's led 4 of them. Brian Pierce doing really well right here. 3rd car in. Riding along with him. Now, these cars are totally different than the trucks. If you can get to a guy's bumper, you can push the daylights out of him. You can beat him all you want to. Just don't hook him. Those trucks, you breathe on them. You can get them sideways. They're tough to handle, especially on these super speedway tracks. But these puppies right here, these Xfinity cars, you can race them and get up some good speeds in your drafts. Now, some of these guys run all the way back here. Gonna ride around with Chris Hogue. Now, what he's doing, he's hanging back and watching, just letting these laps wind down a little bit. These guys don't cause cautions, so that's not a big issue. But he just sat back here watching, seeing what line's working, who's moving where. You can hear him playing with that throttle. As long as he stays with the draft, he's a happy camper. A lot of pedal playing right there. Riding with Joel Guy. Might want to do a .19 check on him after this race. He kind of wobbly out here a little bit. He loving that yellow line, way below the yellow line. If that was Daytona, he wouldn't get away with it because it would turn him. Out front, no change at all. Michael Pegg still leading. Slapinski doing the pushing. BK Anderson and Nagels. Paul Witt gathered back up again with them. And there Paul is. Now he's back again pushing. You got to be the most liveliest people that I've had for broadcasting on a league. Not a single person has said a single word tonight. Am I going to have to throw a drinking game up here to get you guys involved, to get you kind of going? Lighten up a little bit? Come on, let's have a little fun on YouTube. Talk to me. Where's everybody from? Where are you watching it from? Anderson right there, trying to get up, and he does. He got just enough. He's going to drop right smack in front of the 777 machine. BK, really easy to find him on the track because, well, he's got Burger King all over it. Kind of ironic, isn't it? But he's in the rocking chair right now. Michael Pegg went right up. Now he's going to have Cody Nagels giving him a push and probably going to push him right back up into the rocking chair again. And he does as he drops right back down in front of BK. He says, son, I'll let you feel that front air, that clean air leading this pack for a little bit. And he says, and then I'm going to take it right back away from you. Now, Paul Witt doing some shoving right now. Again, Paul loves to push. And what do? He just pushed Nagels out there in front of the 777. So Cody Nagels is now going to be leading this thing around. Thomas Holder at the double zero. There he is. Got him right here on cam. He was up there way up front for a while, and he came all the way back to the back, and he's kind of settled in, sitting comfortably right now. Just above the 28 machine, and that will be Larry Boyle. Being hung out to dry right now, the 43 by himself, wanting to make a move and can't do it. And that's Sandy Curtis. He's going to drop right back in behind that 89 of Gumbo. Morrison in the 54. Your third car on the top line. He's been thinking about going 3 wide here. One car off the pace. He just ran back to the back. That'd be Joel Guy. He's hanging back here in the back now. As he gathers it up, brings up the rear. Bob Fitzgerald in the 8 machine is back there with him. Up front, Nagels in the 6 machine. And Mr. Paul Witt doing some pushing right there behind him. Now there's Paul down in his race dungeon in the basement. His wife threw him down in the basement. Says, if you're going to be on this thing all the time, I want you down there where I don't have to listen to you or hear you. So that's where he's at. "12 laps in the book, caution-free so far, and still not one person has said a single word in YouTube. You guys are killing me." Hello, is this thing on? Talk to me. Where's everybody from watching this race tonight, huh? Who's your driver? Riding with BK Anderson. The 54, still thinking about it. The 44 is coming by himself. And whoa, the number 2 is slammed into the wall. Hogue has about 15 times, and he may be bringing out a caution right here. I don't know. Let's see. If he can keep it down, he will go caution-free, and he does. We caught that one right there on the air live. He smacked that wall about a half a dozen times. Not sure if something happened or what. but we remain caution-free. 13 out of 75. 14 out of 75 in the books. Thank you, Ellis Davis. At least I know my voice is getting out there. Number 71. Maryville, Tennessee. All right. Believe it or not, you don't laugh at me, but my relation is all from Stankin Creek, Tennessee. Do you know where that's at? Peg still down in the bottom in the rocking chair. Loving every bit of it right now. Settled in nicely. Still staying 2-lane. Nobody's decided to jump up to make it 3 yet. Chris Hogue into the pits right here. I think he must have a rig problem. Something is not right. Something's wrong. Perhaps maybe an internet or something, or a wheel. You just don't bounce off the wall like that for no reason. Rudolph Gumbo, he taking a little peek there on that outside. He might take it 3 wide. Getting a little bit of air into that radiator, perhaps, cooling those engines down a little bit. You can overheat these puppies, and you can blow them up. Riding along with BK Anderson. You can't really see it because it's hard to tell. You gotta watch it here, and you gotta watch it right here. That's gotta be your oil and your water temperatures. Peg started on the outside of the front row. Down on the bottom, loving it. Charles, nice to see you typing here. Number 3's his man. And I'm assuming you're talking about the 03. And that would be Sean Roy. Started 9th. He's currently back here in the 14th, just hanging out. I'm a little shocked that we've not seen a lot of 3-wide racing yet. More than likely, they just could be just relaxing, getting these laps wind down, feeling each other out a little bit. This is the second race of the season. And there is some newcomers in here. Oh, the 54 says, I hear you, Bobby. So Morrison in the 43 of Curtis. See if they got any takers, and it doesn't look like they do. They're going to drop right back in line. Gumbo riding comfortably right here on that top line. The third car in. Now these guys, if I can get up here a little closer to one of these fellas, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Riding around here on the left side of Paul Witt. Now they can do this side drafting thing, and it does work. Now the iRacing infamous net code doesn't really show his ugly head here of these Xfinity cars like the trucks do. But they can actually pull that line back, slow them down by they get up there and really get close to their door and take that air off of them. Kind of draws them to you. And all these guys know the little tricks of the trade. And here comes the first pit stops. And boy, you can see Michael hard on those brakes right here. Let's see how they do. Ew. The 43 is off into the grass, but he's back on. He's all right. As they come down pit road, they'll hit their stalls. They'll grab fuel and grab some tires. Why not? They need all the fuel. Get your tires while you can as well. BK Anderson, he's got to take the lead for now. Ten of these caps came in. And there they are. Now these guys are going to be coming in as well. Let's see how they do. 54 locks him up to make sure he didn't run nobody over. Now that was a pretty good stop right there. You do not want to get caught speeding at all, because if you do, you will go a lap down easily. And it wouldn't be that big of a deal in any other iRacing series, Super Speedway series. But these guys, if they don't get a caution, you don't get your lap back, you're screwed right off the bat. Three cats out here have not been into the pits yet, and here they are. Nelson. Acacia. And Joel Guy. They probably will be coming in perhaps this time, and they are. And we'll watch these guys and see how they do. Zero problems for them at all. Now, who won the race off pit road? Well, these two guys did. So it's going to be BK Anderson, then Paul Witt, Cody Nagels, but here comes the train right now being led by the one and only, the 777 Michael Pegg. Him and Slapinski in the 13 of the Gas Man. They're going to come right up and probably all three past them. Nagels has realized what momentum they've got. He's jumped up to the outside line right here. And he's going to get hung out because they had enough momentum to drop it right back down. So Michael is going to be leading these boys again. Back in his home spot. So we'll go through these guys really quick. Slapinski in the 78 machine second. Gasman behind him there at third so far. BK Anderson up top. He's his fourth. Fifth, the 429, Mr. Paul Witt. Cody Nagels right there behind him, sixth. Jacob Edson, 7. There's Larry Boyle in the 28th, currently 8th. Brian Pierce currently in 9th. Gary Whitmer Sr., he's 10th. Ben Gear is going to be 11th. Dirty Don Davis, 12th. Rudolph Gumbo, 13th. Dave Acacia, 14th. Sean Roy, 15th. Kevin Scott, Nelson, 16th. Joey Guy, 17th. Robert Morrison, 18th. 19th. Fitzgerald, 20. Mr. Thomas Holder. And we got his mug right here. And Curtis. He's dead last back here riding around in the 43 machine. BK Anderson now leading the charge. Michael Pegg right there behind him. Right around with him. Now, when it comes to pushing, it's pretty simple. You want to be completely square on this bumper when you're pushing. You do not want to be off an edge over here or over here somewhere, because if you do, you're going to make them go that way or they're going to go that way, and that's a no-no. So you'll notice when these guys, when they get ready to come up and push, they try to get as square as they can. That's why it's so important. You hear these guys talk about holding their line. And the guy who's doing all the pushing, that's what he wants. He wants you to hold that line as perfectly straight as you can. You don't scrub speed off when you're perfectly straight, when you're smooth. Smooth equals speed. Peg up top, gonna drop it down on the rocking chair in front of Anderson. And that will be thanks to the 429 machine. He has been doing double duty pushing tonight. "25 out of 75 in the books," and that's correct, folks. Read them and weep so far. 50 laps to go. 0 cautions. 15 lead changes so far. BK drops it up on the high side, trying to get a little momentum going off of 429 there. Paul Witt, Nagels into 71 of Dirty Don Davis. And they're going to push him right along and drop him right in front of the 777 of Peg. Now, I got a little breakaway here. I might find the tail end of this. The 89, Rudolph Gumbo, 13th. Now, the rest of these cats, this is going to be a second line right here with all these guys in it. And you can see way up there, they're going right into turn 3 right now, or turn 1 right now. So they are exactly, when I find it, they're 8 seconds behind the leader. Oh no, Chris Hogue just got on and said, the reason why I left, I lost all of my button box commands. And I gotta tell you, when that happens, it sucks because you just can't pit. You cannot tell your pit crew what you want to do. I mean, that's a bum deal for you there, Chris. Hate to hear it, buddy. As Nagel drops down into the rocking chair. These guys is rigs. I mean, you can put a lot of money into these bad boys. Trust me. I got over $5,000 alone in mine. And that's, include the computer, but still, that's a lot of money. Just to hear my ugly voice in the race once in a while. But these guys, they take pride, and all these things have to come together, just like in real racing. They gotta work, they gotta come together and flow. You got a button box, it goes out on you, you can't make any commands whatsoever. You might as well do exactly what he did, call it a night. Dirty Don Davis, oh man, he's looking to lead his first lap of the race tonight if he can, and Nagels is going to help him do it. Slapinski, he's been really quiet tonight. The 78 machine, Michael Pegg and the gas man behind him. Dirty Don started 11th in this race, and here he is. Plain and simple, Dirty Don. See how still these guys are? See how smooth they got to try to be? If this front car stays really super smooth, it makes it real difficult for somebody to come up along behind him. Now look at the push right there they've got. Slapinski. Michael Pegg. Working with Nagels, try to get him up front and drop him down into the rocking chair. And he's clear, and he's going to drop right down. Ellis, you never answered my question. Do you know where Stankin' Creek, Tennessee is? Now, Slapinski's decided to come and play with us a little bit. He's going to stick it out into the wind. And he's going to be leading it for now. But Gasman is really working hard on Michael Pegg's rear bumper. Not sure why Cody decided to go up to that second line. He must not have been happy sitting where he was. But he's going to be up top now with Michael pushing him. But the 71 Dirty Don right there doing exactly what he is supposed to be doing. And this is what it's like inside. This is what the driver's view would be. Now, he may have triple screens. He might have one on the left and on to the right where you see the whole complete view. Or he may be having a headset where he can just turn his head to look at everything. This gives you the gist of what these guys look at. Coming up on 33 laps, caution-free, the second race of the Lucky Dog Super Speedway Series. MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the hobbies, coming at you right here on a Friday night. Appreciate everybody that's hanging out with us tonight. Paul Witt looking for a little bit of help right here. BK Anderson and Nagels, are they going to be able to push him up and drop him in front of the 78? Not so fast, says the 71. Dirty Don down here doing the pushing. He ain't got to let him in. Slapinski's still leading the thing. All the way back in the back. And not where they want to be at either. Thomas Holder in the 43 machine of Sandy Curtis. Let's see where they're at. They're almost a lap down. They're being gapped of about 30 seconds almost, it said. That's about a lap, I think, right here. Real close. So let's go up and see if we can see these guys at all when they come out of the turn. Nope, they're not in the picture. Yeah, they are. No, they're not. They're not in the picture yet, but they're close. Paul Witt down in the bottom, being pushed by the 78, Slapinski. BK Anderson and Cody Nagels working hard together here. The only two cars up on that top line right now. The 44 is slowly catching them. But this is your first bunch right here. And here's your second crew. Now, I got to tell you, if they're that far behind, the smart thing is they need to be in a single file line. All these cats need to be together and form like a freight train. And the reason why I say it, if I can change it here, and I'll show you what I mean. So many buttons. About 184, 183, somewhere in that area, in the vicinity. Of course, we got to watch Dave Acacia. He's blinking a little bit. But anyway, about 180, 181 here. 184 down the straightaway, perhaps. Now look at these guys. 189, 190, 91. So these cats are all staying in that straight line, and of course the more the merrier, gives you more speed, but they're doing the right thing right here. These guys back here in the back, they got to stay single file. Keep it tucked. If they want any hope of running these guys down at all. Ellis is on the top of Jellicoe Mountain. Right off of 71. BK Anderson up top. Cody Nagels right there behind him. Two teammates. These two guys are not going backwards by no means. So they're holding their own up there with no help. Everybody else is on the bottom. We'll get rid of Thomas. We're going to say hello to Paul. He's down on the rocking chair of the 429 machine. And I do believe Fiber Optics Construction. These guys sponsored the Lucky Dog series. We'd like to thank them for their sponsorship. And that's the car that he is sporting. Coming up on lap 39. There will be 2 more pit stops to complete this if they stay caution-free. Look for these guys to come in probably the next 2 to 3 laps, I would say, for their second pit stop. But I am impressed how Nagels and BK Anderson up here are holding their own. The 2 little cars that could. They can and they are staying right there. And they're coming in early. Here they come. Let's take a look at them. Whoa, we got a few of them turning. Looks like Michael Pegg's gotten sideways. He's hit the gas man. Now they're all bottlenecked up there into the pit road. The gas man's turned around. He's going to lose some valuable time. He's up against the wall right now. So it's either a hit or a miss when you come in, and apparently that one was going to be a miss. So that's going to cost them some time when they get back out on this track. Now, the guys that are looking pretty darn good right now, if they can have a nice clean pit stop, is going to be these 3 cats right here. And they're coming in right now. Let's see if they can keep it clean. You see how they fan out and spread out? They do that so they don't run over each other in case something happens. If the brake bias isn't set properly, it can spin you, and you don't want to take out a guy. Now, as long as they don't get caught speeding, they're going to have a perfect pit stop right here. The 91 machine, Joel Guy. He's going to come around. He's going to get an opportunity to lead his first lap. These 5 cats right here have not pitted yet. Whoops, I'm sorry. There it is. So that is your top 5, but they will be coming in shortly. And when they do, we'll be right there. We'll follow them and see how they can do coming in. So it looks like we're going to have probably 3 packs when this is all over with. These guys are going to stay out another lap. Back out on the track, running together 1, 2, and 3. And you can see these guys right there behind them. Slapinski and the 52 of Whitmer Sr. Those guys are going to stay nose to tail. And they're going to do their darndest to try to run those 3 down up there in front of them. Then you're going to have a nice 5-pack breakaway. And they should be able to catch them. But for right now, these are your leaders, but they will be coming in here shortly, if not this time. And here they come. Let's see how they do. Not too bad. The 20 had to lock him up right there at the end. Let's hope he didn't get caught for speeding. BK Anderson and the boys. Now we got a 5-car breakaway from that little oops coming into the pits. So it's Anderson, Paul Witt, Nagels, Slapinski, Whitman Sr. And then you go back here a little ways. And Gumbo, hang on because help is on its way, as the song says. Dirty Don Davis and them, he's leading them on up in here. And then you come back a little bit further right here, and you got Michael Pegg in a 57 to Brian Pierce. That little spin costed these guys, and you can see, if I get close enough, you can see the damage right there. He opted not to take a fast repair. Right here. So that's going to slow him down considerably as far as drafting goes. Now, he may have forgotten to do a fast repair, or maybe he chose not to do one. I'm not sure. But he is definitely going to be hurting right there. Now, Curtis and Holder, which you've got him right here. These boys better hang on because they're about to get lapped. Because the trains are coming. And you can see the 43 going way up out of the way. And now Holder's going to go up and give them plenty of room. And they'll drop right in behind them. And basically, well, they're going to help this little train. Because they'll even go faster with 2 more cats with them. As they drop down in line. BK Anderson, like I said, he's been on a tear in some of these other leagues I've been broadcasting. What a thrill it would be to see actually either one of these 3 cats to win this thing tonight. Paul was so close last week. Kind of got involved in an incident right at the very end of this thing. But he's sitting pretty right now. Currently in his 2nd spot. In the fiber optics construction ride. See BK, he's running a really good line. He's really smooth. And when he stays super smooth like that, it makes it a little tough for that 2nd car to come up there to do a lot of drafting. Because he's not scrubbing off any time on those, you know, from those tires. Keeping it just as straight as he can. And that makes it really tough for Paul Witt to get up there and hit and push him. BK started 8th. So try to give you a look-see around here the best I can. Oh, a little too far. And here comes your second bunch right here. Crossing the start-finish line. 16 seconds back of the leader. And then we go back to these guys. 36 seconds. So you can barely see them. They're crossing the finish line right now. And here comes your leader coming up on the finish line. So these cats are definitely going to catch. The ones that were right there in front of them. Michael pegging these guys. Back in line, single file, trying to run these boys down. They're 17 seconds back from the leader. They're doing exactly what they need to do. Stay single file. Just a little hiccup going into the pits. Cost you all kinds of time. Quick race summary, pretty simple. 26 laps to go. There will be a quick stop they'll have to do, one more. 0 cautions, 25 lead changes. Right here. 0 cautions and caution laps. What does that mean? Well, I'll tell you what it means. It means bad news for some of these guys that are a lap down. Thomas Holder, he's trying to white knuckle ride his way around this place. He's trying to race it back to get his lap back here. Sandy Curtis, he's a lap down. Kevin Nelson, he is also a lap down. So you got 3 cars that are a lap down. Everybody else is on the lead lap. Hit the like button for these guys, if you will. Let them know you appreciate this. It doesn't get much better than this. Caution-free, 51 laps. I'm spoiled. Now, these cats right up here are doing exactly what they need to be doing. Stay in single file. Let some more of these laps wind down. After they get to their last pit stop, all nice and clean, then they can go out and they can put their dirty laundry out on the track, and they can deal with each other and fight a little bit out there. But right now, it's still too early. All they want to do is get some real estate between this pack and this pack. And they're still 18 seconds back from the leader. Now, there's only one guy that I know in Super Speedway racing that even remotely likes this. And that'd be my driver. He's a strange, silly man. He loves to be interviewed while he's racing. It doesn't faze him one single bit. And my interviews get cut down because we don't have any cautions. So you know what? Let's drag him up. Or better yet, I might just come down to him. Nah, I'll drag him up. Cody, Bobby in the booth, you got a copy, my friend?
Oh, yeah, I got a copy.
Well, hang on a second because I don't... Yeah, I got you. Want to make sure I can hear you. You guys are doing the right thing. You guys are about 18 seconds ahead of everybody else. You're staying single file. You're winding some laps down for this race. One more smooth pit stop, and you guys are going to be able to battle it out here, 1, 2, and 3.
Yep, that'd be the plan. I don't want to give away too much on our plan. We got a little something up our sleeve, but we got the flexibility right now, being that far ahead, that we can kind of game plan this out the way we want because we have numbers. So as long as it's one of our guys, then I think all three of us will be happy to put Team Limitless and MaxspeedTV in pit road.
Well, all right, good luck. I'm going to let you get down there and talk to your boys, and we'll keeping an eye on you.
Appreciate you, Bobby.
There he goes. He says he really doesn't care who wins as long as one of the three cats up here. Paul Witt, Nagels. I'm sorry. Now the 78 is Slapinski, I'm telling you. I don't know where he came from, but he came from the back right back here, up in third, and BK, he ended up coming all the way back here leading us, or the tail end of this lead lap, or this lead group. Man, the wife must have put something in his tea. They said they might have something up their sleeve. We'll see. I'm not sure when they're going to come in and pit. They do know they have to come in at some point. They'll come in and do a short pit. But right now, they're happy. All six of them. Now, seventh place, Michael pegging that 777 machine. Him and that 57 right there, Brian Pierce is leading them around. But Michael's got a lot of work to do if he's going to try to double down and make it 2 in a row here in the Super Speedway Series. It ain't looking good. But it's not over until the fat lady beside his boat slip sinks. Remember that. Nagels and them still right out there. Paul Witt loving it right where he is at. Should have a smile on his face. Sorta, kinda. Looks like a smile anyway. $19 laps to go, and they will come in. The question is when. And these guys are coming in right now. They're going to get it over with. Real nice, smooth stop so far, too. No issues this time around. Now, those boys, they're going to stay out until that pit road is clean and clear. Because they don't want no hindrance whatsoever. None. And you can hear them. They're coming out and they're running just fine. Going through the gears, going through the motions. But here's the thing. They've got to stay down below that yellow line all the way until they see this commitment cone up here. Once they get past that little blue cone, then they can hop out on the track and away they can go. Now, look for these guys to come in this time or next time. Kevin Nagels, nice to see you out there. Will they come in this time? Nope. And the reason why, I'll bet, let me see, where are they up? They didn't come in because these cats came in. So they're still out there. Look to see these guys come in. There's 10 of them right now that has not been into the pits yet. Paul Witt, Cody Nagels, Gary Slapinski, Whitmer Sr., BK Anderson. And then his next one, closest ones to him are these three cats right here. Sean Roy, Morrison, and Fitzgerald. The question is, when are they going to come in? 16 to go. Caution free, folks. If that don't make you want to hit the like button, I don't know what will. Instead of sitting there watching a caution fest, you're watching flat out pure green flag racing with these guys. It just blows my mind, to be honest with you. It truly does. And it's the same way on the Tuesday night series, as they stay out another lap. Now Fitzgerald and these guys, they just come in right now. They're going to get topped off. A little splash of fuel, and away they go. But what we want to know is, what are these guys going to do right here? They got to stay out, or they got to come in now? It'll be 14 to go at the line. Paul Witt, a happy camper, perhaps. He's talking to him. When do you guys want to come in? Because we're coming up on lap traffic. And they are about ready. Again, they're going to pounce on him like a fat lady on a banana split. And they're going to send that Lowell's machine down another lap. He'll drop right in behind them, and he'll help these guys out with the draft. Now, if they come in, I'm going to go back here. Got to go back to BK here. And we'll try to get a perspective what it's like. Because you sit back here with BK, and you got to deal with 4 or 5 cars up in front, and you'll see how they all fan out when they go into the pits. I look for them to come this time. Hear him playing with that throttle. If you're going to come into the pits, you don't want to be right on somebody's butt. Will they come in this time? Yes, they are. See how they all fan out and slow down? If they can execute this, then it will be between these guys for this win. As long as nobody gets caught speeding. Now, these guys is going to relinquish this lead for a little bit. Michael Pegg will be back out in front for now. It just depends on how this pit stop goes for these guys. They are out there about 18 seconds ahead of these guys, so it's a good chance they may be up to speed before these guys come around and catch them. Let's see how it works out. They're all gonna hook back up together right here. They're doing just fine. These guys are still 24 seconds back from these leaders. And these leaders are getting ready to pounce on some more lap traffic. Riding with Mr. Paul Witt. He's coming to the line with 10 to go. Is he got to pull up with this momentum and take it to the high side? Or is he got to hop right in line with these guys here? Let's see. No, he's going to take it to the high line and watch him getting pretty good momentum. And this right here is nothing but a smile on their faces. Because those guys on the bottom, well, that's kind of what you call, I guess you want to call that some insurance, some cushion perhaps. Now, BK Anderson and Cody Nagels, they need to get it up there and hook back in line with these guys. Because now we're going to be at 9 to go. So 9 to go. If I can do this right. Right here. This is your race. Those 4 cats right there. Now, it would be awesome if those guys behind the 17 can get up on his bumper. Then we'll have a nice little train going on. We'll have lap traffic. But you know what? The lap traffic can help you push you right to a win. Paul Witt down in the bottom on that rocking chair. He's loving it. We're watching him right there. You see the intense in his eyes. Going to be 8 to go at the line. We'll get rid of this. We'll go to the little one right here. We don't need no more telemetry. Nagels inches out just a tad. Who's gonna push who? Nagels up top with BK Anderson. Gary Slapinski in the 78 machine. Kind of quiet tonight. He's got Paul Witt right in his windshield. Brian, nice to see you out there tonight. BK's dad out here watching him. Cody Nagels' dad, Kevin, is out here watching him in the 6 machine. Paul Witt's old enough to be Cody and BK's dad. Might get in trouble when he hears that one. 7 to go with the line. Now, it gets a little frustrating. I can't lie to you. When you're sitting back here, what do? You really got nowhere to go. You just got to hope that your line that you're in is moving. And that bottom one is moving. Now, Slapinski would love nothing more to be able to get that 429 out there far enough ahead where he could dive right up on that high line and try to go around Paul Witt. And believe you me, if he can clear that 6 car up there at top, he will shoot right up there. Six to go at the line. And the 78, Slapinski shoved that 429 far enough ahead that he could clear the 6 and dive right up in front of him. Take a last-minute shot to try to win this thing. Or is he going to be stuck right there where he's at and he can't go nowhere, period. The 17, BK Anderson, he's not going to go anywhere. Because he could easily have a second or third place, fourth place finish all the way back to 6th or 7th because no one will go with him if he dives out. Ever so slightly. The 78 of Slapinski is doing everything he can right now. Try to get him cleared up If he can get him cleared, he's going to go this way, and he's going to have that second line, and he'll be in it. He'll be leading it. And that's exactly what he did right there. He's going to drop it back down to the bottom, right where he wants to be. Now that right there was all Slapinski's moves. He was standing on that 429's bumper to clear, and he cleared the 6. Now watch 429. Paul Witt's going to do the exact same thing. He's going to get up there and hope that Cody Nagels can shove him right up in front of the 78, and he'll drop right back down into the lead into the rocking chair again. And that's exactly what he does. As the 20 is blinking. Hopefully that straightens itself out here. 3 laps to go at the line. Paul Witt back up front again. Probably has a smile on his face. Nagels needing some help. Needs some help from BK right here. BK is all over and doing everything that he possibly can do. Now, Whitmer Sr. and the 52 machine, he needs to get right on that bumper right now. When it gets 2 to go, you ain't got to worry about blowing these motors. You ain't got to worry about it getting too hot either, because you throw it out the door. Who cares? You're going to run it till she burns up. Hi, Michelle. How you doing? BK's got his mom and dad out here watching him. So that would be a great thing if that 17 can get up there into the front and battle for this win. Side by side. You can see him coming at you right here. The inside line, just a little bit of momentum going for them. But here they come on that outside line. Two to go. Caution free, ladies and gentlemen. 29 lead changes so far. Paul Witt out by a good car length. Now watch Slapinski try to do the exact same thing that he did the first time. He wants to clear that 6. He wants to clear him real bad, and he's running out of time. Now, Paul Witt, Cody Nagels, and BK Anderson, they're all 3 Limitless MaxspeedTV teammates. So I wouldn't be a bit surprised if they don't keep the 78 of Slapinski stuck right there. The white flag. What's going to happen? Paul Witt down on the bottom. And you can see that line getting nice and tight. They're not going to give Gary an opportunity to try to make it 3 wide in the inside at all. And if he did go 3 wide, would the 13 go with him? Now the 13 is laps down, a lap down actually, but will he go with the 78? Gonna ride with Paul Witt right here. What's it gonna be? Is he gonna be able to get it done? It is close, man. The outside line has got some momentum, and man, is it gonna be down to the wire right here. Who's it gonna be? Cody Nagels on the outside, Paul Witt down at the bottom. And it looks like Nagels might have inched that thing out by about half a fender maybe, if that. Wow. Unbelievable. There's no caution, but we're going to do an instant replay because we're going to wind it back, and I'm going to show you just how close it was. You can see him coming to the line right here. I'll fix it for you right here. This is how close it was. And it is close. Waiting patiently. There they go. That is it. Not by much, ladies and gentlemen. Limitless, MaxspeedTV, happy campers tonight. I'm telling you, there's your race winner, Cody Nagels. They come. Cody Nagels, Paul Witt is going to be second. Gary Slapinski is going to be third. BK Anderson will be fourth. Gary Whitmer Sr. will be fifth. And Michael Pegg ends up with a sixth-place finish out of this. So there they are. Take a good look at them. Race number 2, the Lucky Dog Super Speedway Series, MaxspeedTV, Bobby with all the freaking hobbies coming at you here on a Friday night. What a race we have had right here. It doesn't get any better than this, folks. I'm telling you. Look at your race summary. Zeros, no cautions, 29 lead changes. You want to know what makes a great league? This right here is what makes a great league. Period. You guys stick around. We're going to be back. We're going to go talk to these cats. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back. You see that right there? The caution instant replay? Well, that's the only time you're going to see it because we didn't have any. Period. None. Zero. Third place cat. Let's find him and let's chat with him. If I can get him around here. Here he is. Oh, I got him. I got him. Talk to me, Gary.
Well, kind of lost some of my teammates there, so I was kind of just stuck behind my other second teammates here, kind of to stay behind them. And I got behind Paul there at the last couple laps, trying to push him to the win there. It fell a little short, but overall, I think I had a great day. I got in and out of the pits real well. I got lucky with Gary when I was coming out. That one last time. Yeah, I think all my teammates all wrecked out there going into the pit road there, got all into each other. I got lucky with Gary. He helped me push me up to the rest of these guys here. With Paul, Cody, congratulations, buddy. I got lucky. I can finish up getting a third. I got kind of lucky with that.
Well, I'll tell you what, they had you kind of boxed in there. They had the teammates up there all around you, and pretty much you just kind of stuck where you was at. There wasn't really a whole lot. You didn't have any opportunity really to do much. It was kind of neat. You'd slingshot up, you catch that momentum, you just clear that six enough to dart up top, hop back down into the rocking chair, where I call it, where you're safest in your mama's arms. But then they turn around, they do the same thing to you, and then before you know it, you just kind of boxed in the teammates all around you there and nowhere to go. But third place finish, buddy. Nice job. Congratulations on your pole. Points is where it's at. This place is definitely big money at the end for the championship, especially with the sponsors.
Yes, it is.
And Anyway, hey, opportunity's yours. The platform stage is yours. Who all do you want to thank for? I'll let you get out of here and enjoy your weekend.
Well, first off, I'd like to thank Cody. He did a great job. Great win, buddy. I would like to thank Russell's Landscaping on my car here. Thank you, buddy, for letting me have the sponsor on my car here. And for this third place finish, I'd like to thank you doing all this for us, Lucky Dog, MaxspeedTV, Brian, Peg, and my wonderful wife and kids.
Congratulations, buddy. Third place. We'll keep racking some points up. It's going to be a good one. You take care. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch you Tuesday.
Yes.
All right, brother. Be safe. All right. Next in line, Mr. Paul Witt, and I got his pretty little mug right there, and he is smiling. Give everybody a wave. Let us know that it's live. It's not replayed or taped or anything. Yeah, it's live. Now, I'm not hearing you at all.
I got MaxspeedTV, got the FOC. We're ready to go.
Yeah. I thought you was going to pull this bad boy off, buddy. I did an instant replay, and I think it was like less than maybe a half of a fender, if that.
9/1000ths of a second
That's
is what
pretty
it says.
quick. That's about a half of a fender, if that. So, excellent job tonight. Way to run. I mean, you guys were battling out. I'm telling you, some really close racing. And now these cars, correct me if I'm wrong, but if you hold a really good straight line, it's kind of tough for that guy to get behind you and actually give you a bumper shot, isn't it?
No, you could actually give the guy a bumper shot.
You can catch that guy that's holding a great straight line. You can suck right up to him that quick and get a good bumper shot in.
Yes, sir.
Well, somebody needed to bump you a little harder, huh?
Gary was behind me for a while there, and I'm sure he was hot, so he couldn't really get up there and really push because he had to control his temps. But he did an awesome job there. Second place, I'll take it. After last week, this week we just wanted to take it easy coming into the pits, get in and get out. Last week we wrecked coming into the pit on the first pit stop, and we did not want to do that again. We wanted to avoid that as much as we could.
Well, it's kind of funny you said that because a couple of these cats out there, well, I might as well mention the names. They'll probably kill me later. But I believe the guy who was leading a lot of laps in this bad boy, the 777 Michael, I think he ended up really slamming on the brakes there just a little bit, and he almost turned it around. But the guy that really had the bad luck, him and the gas man, they call him, the 13, he actually spun and going in the pits and smacked the wall. So that put them guys back, but they were sitting pretty for most of this race. And that threw them back into the back, and they were 15 to 18 seconds behind you guys, and man, you guys just hooked up and you're on your way.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that happened to them, but usually they're Johnny on the spot on their pits. So I don't know exactly what happened there because we practice our pit stops all the time during practice and that. So somebody must have just misjudged something or whatever. But I mean, those guys are top notch when it comes to pitting.
Well, who do you want to thank, buddy, before I let you crawl out of your hole in your basement and actually you could go back upstairs and be human again?
Right. Well, first of all, I got to say happy birthday to my 5-year-old grandson. He turned 5 today, Kason. So I got to say happy birthday to him. I got to thank FOC for letting me drive this car. It's an honor to drive for him. I really wanted to get him into victory lane, for him and being my grandson's birthday. I wanted to, the first place finish, but Cody beat me out of it. It's all right. Got to thank my teammates. Got to thank Gary. Cody and BK, what can I say? We just rocked it tonight. This is the first race BK come on with us. So I think the team's pretty well stout there. I think we're okay. Thank my wife. Say hi to my mom and dad and my brothers that are watching. Thanks for watching and keep it up. Good things are coming.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, and you, Bobby. I gotta thank you.
You're
always
thanks,
brighten up our day.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate you didn't forget me.
No, I couldn't forget you.
You're lucky.
We got MaxspeedTV right here, buddy.
Yeah, the next team meeting we'd have had, I'd probably have set you in the back, and you wouldn't have got no pizza. Well, you take care. Get out of that rig. Get up and enjoy your weekend, man. It was great talking with you, and we'll catch you Tuesday.
All right, thanks, Bobby. Appreciate it.
All right, bye. Paul Witt, good job on his part. Now, let's talk to the man of the hour, and I got to grab him real quick. Let's see. There he is. Oh, just a little ways down from him. He started 14th, and he ends up winning this bad boy. Congratulations on that. Talk to me, Cody. Cody. Why am I not hearing you, Cody? He might be having some issues with his mic or something. I've got... What? You got me, Cody? I don't know. Something might be wrong. Well, anyway, if he can get it fixed here before we leave, I'll go ahead and I'll talk a little bit about him. Why not, right? The guy's pretty tough. He just blew his motor up. We just watched that go boomy. But anyway, Cody's been something else. He has, he's been pretty hot in some other leagues. He's won a championship for us already. Coming out of the shell like mad here lately. But doing a fine job. And he wins this bad boy. Cody, you got a copy? It's Bobby.
Hello?
There you are. Well, you know,
God, finally.
It's only Friday night, you know, everybody's waiting around to hear from the winner. Just, you know, just take your dear sweet time, pal.
God, I always late, man. I tried. I don't know what my mic was doing, but and my phone's ringing. Hold on here.
Probably getting
That's my dad. He can wait.
Congratulatories already. Well, good job, Cody. It was pretty cool seeing all you guys up front. You kind of had Gary boxed in there a little bit. He couldn't really do much of anything. He had Limitless and Max Speed all over him, all around him. Good fight between you and Michael. About, I don't know, maybe a half of a fender, if that, to the finish line.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to have teammates, I mean, you got to be able to utilize them. And I've been having mic troubles like all evening, so I don't know. I'm glad I was at least able to interview with you. But yeah, it sucks. Peg and them guys having pit issues, and Gary. I mean, Gary's such a class act. To have him, I know he's not like directly, you know, on our team, but if we're gonna have like a fourth guy run, like that's definitely one that you want to have. But just seeing, like I said, seeing them guys in pit road have issues is not what you want to see ideally, and see the field get spread out. You know, not ideal from a racing standpoint, but we had to make the most of it and just continue to do our thing. And if, you know, we're the top three guys or three of the top four guys in the race, well, we then dictate the race, and I think we did a pretty good job of that.
It was kind of crazy. You have to admit, standing there or sitting there watching Paul and Gary just slingshot each other and trade off and hopping into that rocking chair, back and forth. And I know you're sitting there thinking, okay, guys, we're going to have to stop this if I'm going to get any chance to win this thing.
Well, I've won a few races. I'm trying to look more towards the big picture now, so it's not the end of the world if I didn't win the race. Getting the valuable points is what I'm looking at, and to try to become a multi-league champion, you know, winning in multiple different leagues and being able to prove myself against several different fields and prove my worth across the entire super speedway platform on iRacing. So, you know, yes, the win's obviously valuable, but just getting good finishes is what I'm looking for, and to be in contention at the end of the season.
Well, you're off to a great start, I can tell you that. So congratulations, buddy. Who do you want to thank for letting you get out of that thing and enjoy your weekend?
Oh, obviously, I got to thank you, Bobby, for broadcasting and sponsoring me at MaxspeedTV. You do a great job. My Limitless teammate, Paul, BK, again, great job. Not really sure what else there is to say. We just ran I felt like a pretty flawless race. I wouldn't have changed anything there. I want to thank my dad for watching, and my buddy Mouse was watching. I was hitting batting practice with him, and I told him to tune in this race, and I just got a text message. He goes, "Good win, dude." So thank you for tuning in. Appreciate it. And shout out also to Fiber Optic Construction for sponsoring the league and sponsoring my buddy Paul Witt. Appreciate all the other sponsors that help out and send money to Lucky Dog. I feel like we got a pretty good league going here.
All right, brother. Nice job. Congratulations. We're going to get that MaxspeedTV ride into victory lane. We will catch you next week. In the meantime, have a great weekend, and we'll see you later.
Thank you, sir.
Well, there you have it. Race number 2 of the Super Speedway season. The Lucky Dog Racing again. I am so proud of this, and I'm going to show it again. 0 cautions, 29 lead changes. Hit that like button before you get out of here. Let these guys know you appreciate it. It doesn't get any better than this, folks, period. Thank you, everybody out on YouTube that hung out with us, chatted with me. Love it when you chat with me. Next Friday, actually next Tuesday, tune in. We got the Gen 6 League on Tuesday. And we got these guys again on the Fridays. Come out and hang out with us, will you? You all be safe. Have yourself a wonderful weekend. It's Bobby, MaxspeedTV. I'm out of here.